2, 3, 4 days ago, we were talking about Rita Ora. She's not old, she's young, right? We just found out, newsflash stepped in, she's homeless. Now, I don't know how or whether this is a publicity stunt, right? Because we've been talking about publicity stunts all week, and maybe she's got a new album coming out, you're saying it's going out. But I'm going to read the story, right?
Homeless and broke or just homeless?
Well, she's homeless, let me just read that. Rita Ora has admitted she doesn't have a home of her own after upsetting her neighbours. The radioactive singer was forced to leave her rented flat because she was too noisy while she was making music there, and is now bunking down at her sister's place according to reports. Rita, 23, said on BBC Radio 1, "Do you want to know something funny? I'm actually homeless right now." I don't think that's really funny, is it? "I had to leave my flat because the neighbours didn't like me that much. I've been recording my album there, which is not really a good idea. Long story short, I live in my sister's flat now." The sister. Now, I think she's trying to remix the story. You could be actually homeless for real. And then she's trying to say, "I was recording an album." I mean, we've all recorded albums, and I don't think you can record an album so much so that the neighbours can hear it. Like, obviously, recording an album, you want to make sure the recording studio is soundproofed, because obviously you don't want to capture noise from the cars outside and everything else. So how do you record an album that the neighbours are hearing next door? What are you doing? Do the live concert?
I think she's doing something. I mean, maybe she's already finished with the album and then now she create a story. It could be like that.
Publicity stunt.
And homeless stories.
Now we're now thinking, oh, the album she did.
Maybe, yeah.
What do you think, Tony? Do you suspect any skullduggery going on there, or do you think it's she's just homeless? She's not made a lot of money. She's sold it.
She doesn't own a home.
Yeah?
All it says is she doesn't own a home, so she can afford to rent and stay in hotels.
Fair
She's
enough.
broke. And a lot of, it's a very English thing, owning a home. It's like the whole of Europe doesn't. The rest of Europe just rents.
There you go.
Yeah, so
I think. Do you feel that's a clever way of leaving, just renting? Because obviously, whether you own a home or not, you don't want to take it with you when you go.
Yeah, but the step on the property ladder kind of thing that we get stuck in as English, as British people, is a bit strange. You know what I think? Like, I don't see the need really to have to get. That's just my opinion. I know. I don't.
Usually everyone's entitled.
I don't have much. I wouldn't be able to afford a house anyway, so it doesn't make any difference to me. But if I did, I wouldn't necessarily buy one because I'd like to move around. I think I get bored of one place after a while. And also, I'm not a big fan of this step on the property ladder. Need to cement myself in like the financial crisis of England.
You're broken free. Tony Cole is free of the system. Million things different. Million wants a little cottage.
I always like to have an investment in a property area.
And a dog and a cat.
Yeah. It's quite good. Because, I don't know, in the future, the property values is always increasing. So it's going to be like a good investment from now. If we have money, even it is not really much, but we can afford to have a mortgage. That's okay. And one day you will have your own house, and then maybe if you're bored with that, you can sell it, and the price is already increased.
Before we go into a little bit of music, don't you think that if your mentality is for a mortgage, you always be tied to something? If your mentality is to buy out, you just wait till you get the
I
millions.
cannot afford it now. If I have to buy it now in case I don't have that money. But
you know you're gonna have that money, so you can just buy out when you have it.
Oh yeah, of course, if I have it. But if not, mortgage is not something that is really bad. It's kind of good because you can have a strategy with that.
You can have a strategy.
Yeah.
Strategies, $1 million strategies. And we're talking about Rita Ora earlier on, so we're going to play a little bit of Rita Ora, how we do. You see, I think it's working now. Psychologically, we play that track. I see the publicity stunt now. She's won me over.
Good.